Hey, this is Esiah from Performance Ford Lincoln in Bountiful. Today we're showing you the Ford Ranger. So this is actually my personal Ford Ranger here. It's an XLT in nice blue color here. This one has a 2.3 liter EcoBoost engine under the hood. So that's actually a 4-cylinder that's turboed. It's actually really awesome because it puts out 270 horse with 310 foot-pounds of torque to really pack a punch. So specific to the XLT model is this nice front grille right here. It just has a few ridges, gives it some nice texture and a good look. But also you can tell that the front of the hood is completely open to maximize airflow, so you can just suck in as much air as possible. And you'll actually see that there's a whole lot of induction systems on the inside that make sure the small 4-cylinder engine is cool enough to keep you running and pulling as much as 7,500 pounds of towing capacity. As you can see here, this one comes equipped with sensors on the front as well as in the back. If you come around the side here, this one has 17's magnetic wheel. I think it's a really good look with the magnetic sport appearance package that gives you these fender flares here that are magnetic as well as right here. It's a really good look. And then on the side here, you can tell from your Ranger badging, it actually has a magnetic finish as well. That has a vent here that's actually really neat. It's actually a completely functional part of the vehicle, so it's not just for looks. It keeps that 4-cylinder nice and cool. Also equipped with some of the technology in this vehicle is a blind spot assistance as well as added trailer assistance whenever you hook up a trailer to this thing that'll actually extend the range of your blind spot monitoring system. So taking a look at the back tailgate area here, you'll actually notice that your blind spot monitoring system is right here in your tail lights. You'll also see that you have your hookups for your trailer right here, a big and small connector, so you'll be able to hook up whatever you need, as well as those backup sensors I was talking about, and a magnetic finish on the bumper. All right, let's hop in and take it for a drive. All right, so taking a look at the inside here, you'll notice it's you have your Sync 3 system here, and this is my personal vehicle again, so I actually use every single day the Android Auto system / Apple CarPlay that you can use just by plugging in your phone. Every morning I use it, absolutely love it. And then in the middle here, you'll see that you have a couple of different things. You do have your standard trip stuff, so your speed, your distance to empty, odometer, trip timer, average fuel, all that. Let's see what I'm getting on average. I'm getting 18 right now. It's okay. Admittedly, I kind of put my foot on the floor a lot. So you've also got things like fuel economy here, which just goes more into depth of how you're driving, your distance till empty, the instant fuel economy for the time that you're driving, average fuel econ, fuel history, average speed, and then a good overview of all of that stuff just kind of in one spot. And then also your auto start stop, which you can turn on and off just by the press of a button. And then you've also got a couple of different other buttons here. Mine doesn't have the FX4 package, but if you do have an FX4 package, you'll have your locking differential, trail control, as well as these buttons here as well. And then you also have your traction control. Turn it on and off there. Your parking assist sensors, which you just turn on and off right there. And your trailer tow button, which will basically set your gearing up so you're in the perfect place to get the most when you're towing. And then you've also got a button here on my left side, which will turn on your truck's bed light. That way at nighttime, if you ever need to get in your bed, you can turn it on there, or you can simply hit the unlock button on your phone or on your actual key fob as well, and that will actually turn on the light for your bed for you as well. And then as well as your blind spot monitoring and your backup and front sensors, you do have lane keeping, and that's easy to turn on and off as well. It's just a button on the left side of the tree here. And then this one does come equipped with heated seats on both passenger and driver side for the front row seats. So there's actually a feature I don't have that I think is really awesome. It's called trail control, and it was one of the buttons I was telling you about that I don't actually have in this truck here. It is really cool. So it works like cruise control. It goes from 1 mile per hour to 20 though. And basically you just set the speed you want to go, and you can do it in increments of 0.5. So if you want to go 2 miles per hour, you can set it up for 2 miles per hour or 2.5 or 15.5 or 15. And basically the best time to use it is when you're, well, off-roading really. What it does is it'll kick you into 4 high whenever it's needed, and then it'll also use your braking rather than throttling from the engine to actually slow you down. And it's not just your standard braking system, it actually brakes every individual tire. So if your front right tire just needs brake, then it will actually brake just that tire alone. So it's a really awesome system that's especially helpful for those tricky off-road situations. If you ever come into, you know, maybe some logs that have fallen over in the trail that you're in, or you know, bumpy, steep, you know, changing gradient, just kind of keep speed and take it easy and just focus on where you're going. Yeah, even though this thing is a 4-cylinder, you can definitely get close to that 7,500, you know, max tow and be really comfortable. I mean, I towed a 6,000 pound trailer just recently. I moved, and it handled it like a champ. I mean, it was barely even noticeable at all. And honestly, the trailer system for the blind spots was an absolute lifesaver, because, gonna be honest, my first time towing something like that, and it was nice to have some extra eyes, that's for sure. Let's see. Woo. Okay. We hit 60 pretty easy. But yeah, as you can see, it's a 4-cylinder and it still just absolutely chugs along. This thing is really impressive. I mean, the greatest part about it is you're still getting as good as gas mileage as something like a Tacoma with their naturally aspirated engine, actually better gas mileage, and more fun and more capability, which is honestly mind-blowing. Again, I'm Esiah. Thank you for joining me today. Schedule an online virtual walk around or consult with me at performancefordbountiful.com.